tell you something, people that hate you. Any Igbo man, be it male or female, that believes that there was once a country with a growing economy called Biafra, do not like you, that has the mentality that you're in Nigeria. They don't like you as a Nigerian. Any Igbo man anywhere in the world that believes that there was once a country with a growing economy called Biafra and has hope that one day it will be reclaimed, does not like you that identify yourself as a Nigerian. It's about identity. It's about someone telling you that the knowledge you have about yourself is false, that is not right, that your forefathers lied to you, that your grandfather lied to you. They said that there is nothing like Ijaws, that Adakaboro, Mefodokilo, the Ekespif, and the rest, and our forefathers stole the land from Igbos in River State, Old River State, and call it Ijaw. That is an Igbo land. Are you not aware? These things are bulletins. Bulletin means they are flying through WhatsApp groups, younger generation, and learning that knowledge and acquiring it, putting it in their head. That is what they are growing up with. Now you refuse to tell your own younger generation your own truth about your identity. So now, this video is strictly for my Bayelsa people, my Ijaw people in Niger Delta. And I know that most of you think that this whole issue that is going on regarding the Anambra House and the Igbos and the Ijaws thing is a social media thing between bloggers and content creators. Well, it's beyond that, and that's what I want to explain here. In real life, when you go to Bayelsa, nothing is happening. Like everybody just calm, everybody just come. When you come on social media, you see that the Ijaw content creator is dragging the Igbos, or the Igbos is dragging the Ijaws, and stuff like that. Now, the main issue is not because they want to build a house, not because they bought the land with their money and they want to build a house. What we are concerned about is the significance of that action. Now, before I go into whatever details I'm going to put out, I'm feeling somehow disappointed, because as simple as this issue could be, that we think it's a social media something, our leaders, the governor is busy smiling. The deputy governor at his own end is smiling, looking for people who don't want to join APC, who don't want to decamp from NDC to NDC, that is going to strike. And then the youth, every youth in Bayelsa wants to be a governor. Everybody is keen on putting themselves in that trajectory of politics. And that is why you see an Igbo man or Igbo boy that just got 2 gig in his phone would come online and then insult the Ijaws. You've forgotten that you are the 4th largest ethnic group in Nigeria. People forgot your identity. And right now you let Igbo people to come and retell you. Now, there's nothing happening in real life. Everything is online. But if you don't know the power of the internet, you don't know the power of the internet. That is why people are making it look like everything is happening online. If you know the power of the internet, you will understand that these things are very important. Example, just a few days ago, the governor said that we should be mindful of the things you said on social media or write on social media, so it does not destroy the image of the state. So it can actually affect the image of the state. But when critical matters that concerns our future as young people, as young Nigerians, the government don't say anything. This goes to both Southeast, South, Southwest, the entire nation in general. They don't say anything. They don't. And I'm going to be reading comments from a post I saw from this young man. Here, now, before I start this comment, this is what is triggering this video. Why are the Ijaws opposed to the indigenous Igbos in Bayelsa building Anambra House? When people start using words like indigenous in your land, there is an issue. You can pretend nothing is happening, but there is an issue. There is something coming ahead of you. It could be 20 years from now, it could be 10 years, it could be 30 years from now. So if you act like it's nothing, that's cool, that's fine. Now the poor people will suffer that. The people that have nowhere to run to, the people that have nowhere to go. A lot of other people can decide to just go to other countries and become citizens by investment. And you know, that's just it. Now, this guy now said, he posted and said, this particular one said, Ijaw people do not hate Igbo people. The issue is simply the name you want to give the house you are building in Bayelsa State. We have no problem with you building a house here, but we do not want it to be called Anambra House. Let's respect the identity and traditions of the people and the state we are. Now, cool, right? The chiefs are meant to come out and say, no, you don't do this here. Because let me tell you the significance of this is that there is a king that rules the APA. The PA are the people, APA artists are the people that owns the state capital. Now, when you have a house that was not built by a man, but built by a people, it means you are creating a kingdom inside someone else's kingdom. And you are far, you came from a very far away land, a different region, to create a kingdom inside another man's kingdom. That's what you're doing. Let me go to the point. Do you know that if Majestic is a big Igbo businessman, I patronize him when I was staying in Bayelsa. He sells clothes, big, quality, good guy. There is Obaino, great guy. There is General, great guy. There is Sonky. These are Igbo people that I knew in Bayelsa. Business tycoons in Bayelsa. Now, do you know that if Sonky or any of these guys builds a hall and name it Anambra House, we are not going to have issues with that. Because the hall can be traced to the owner. It's Sonky. Sonky owns the house. Nobody's going to have an issue with that. Sonky has a lot of investments in Bayelsa. Not just that, a lot of them. The same thing to General and all the rest. Not just a lot of Igbo men. If there was his name, there's this one that sells phone, does that thing, and then names it Anambra House or Imo House or this house, we can trace it to that. We don't have issues with it. If the state government builds a hall and name it Igbo House and give to them, then Baysans will have issues with that. Do you understand me? Or they built a hall and named it Oriented Brothers of Anambra House. Nobody will have issues with that. We know that the house belongs to a union. So it can be traced to someone. But when people come together as a people, as Igbo people from Anambra State, they want to do a program, fundraising program to raise money to build an Anambra House in Bayelsa State. That's where we have the problem. You don't know the significance of these things. When a certain level cult people come and pin flag somewhere, the flag has been pinned, and it can't be pulled out for any reason. That is the concern right now. The manner people don't go to, you don't do harvest in Roman Catholic and Anglican church where they come together and then they raise money to build church building or something. It belongs to the church. The people, the church is everybody. So when they do that same thing, it is there. That is their own land. They don't pin for your place. They don't pin for your place. That's what we're talking about. The significance of what they are. It means that once they are able to do that, they have a palace. The next thing they will crown a king and call it, make it look like it's normal. It's a this of Igbos in Bayelsa. They will not start using this word, indigenous in Bayelsa. The next thing, when the king of a PA gives an order within a PA land, the Igbos within that land will now first of all consult their own king if they should obey that order or not. It does not start one day. It's a gradual process. It's like erosion. A child that was born 5 years ago will never know that Oguguru was a big community before the water washed it out. That's how history is. When you don't tell your history, when you don't tell your people how your forefather fought and everything, other people will help you do it. And that is what they are doing online today. If I start posting things that will cause issue online, my elders in Ogbia will call me to order, or politicians will call me to order. But if they refuse to call me, that means they're enjoying what I'm doing. They're encouraging what I'm doing. And that's what's going on. If all the Igbo bloggers online are putting all these things out and nobody's calling them, cautioning them, that stop gaslighting other tribes, they will not stop. That means they're enjoying what they are doing. And I people getting what I'm saying. I don't want to shout. I'm just being calm today, yeah? So that means people are enjoying what they are doing. Now, this guy said, we don't hate Igbos. Nobody hates Igbos. I grew up in the midst of Igbo people. As an Ogbia boy. I have Igbo, even when I was giving birth, an Igbo man bought my mom bought me gifts. I've experienced, I've lived with Igbo, I've lived with Yoruba, I've lived with Ghanaians, I've lived with Cameroonians, I've lived with Orobo, Isoko, both Hausa, and a lot of them. We've never had issues. People who have stayed in Bayelsa have given birth to all their children are up to 40 years in Bayelsa. They never came anywhere any day. So it's not a new thing. Okay? Nobody hates Igbo. But let me tell you something, people that hates you. Any Igbo man, be it male or female, that believes that there was once a country with a growing economy called Biafra, do not like you, that has the mentality that you're in Nigeria. They don't like you as a Nigerian. Any Igbo man anywhere in the world that believes that there was once a country with a growing economy called Biafra and has hope that one day it will be reclaimed, does not like you that identify yourself as a Nigerian. It's about identity. It's about someone telling you that the knowledge you have about yourself is false, that is not right, that your forefathers lied to you, that your grandfather lied to you. They said that there is nothing like Ijaws, that Adakaboro, Mefodokilo, the Etespif, and the rest, and our forefathers stole the land from Igbos in River State, Old River State, and call it Ijaw. That is an Igbo land. Are you not aware? These things are bulletins. Bulletin means they are flying through WhatsApp groups, younger generation, and learning that knowledge and acquiring it, putting it in their head. That is what they are growing up with. Now you refuse to tell your own younger generation your own truth about your identity. I don't live in Bayelsa. Okay, if I'm anywhere in the world and I want to know anything that is happening in Bayelsa, if it's politics, I will go and check a certain people that will talk about politics. Call them Perekeme. I will check a few persons I know. Tony Sina. I will check their pages to know what's going on in politics. If I want to know what the governor is doing, I'll go and check a team, go and verify. If I want to know the latest events within the town, both police and all, I will go to Closer TV. If I want to know about Amibo, I will go to GCN Town. So this social media that you are underrating is very important to the people living outside Bayelsa. And I believe people in Bayelsa also, rely on these people for information to know what is going on. Now imagine my child coming up, pulling up his phone one day and then seeing online that they are telling him that he's an Igbo man. That our forefathers stole the land from Igbo and called it Ijaw. There is nothing like Ijaw. And because I feel like it doesn't mean anything, that is the knowledge he's going to grow up with. So you find out that 10, 20 years from now, we have young people who are confused with their identity, just like a lot of the people who believe that there was a country called Biafra with a growing economy. Do you understand me? Are you understanding what I'm saying right now? That there was a country called Biafra with a growing economy. So you have to tell your story by yourself. You have to tell your children. You have to be able to explain to Ijaw people that Ijaw is the fourth largest ethnic group and we were here before these people came. You have to be able, our kings, the chief, the governor. We are interested in other things. Now they are telling you that what we are fighting for that place not to be called Anambra House because of the pattern in which they want to build the house is a priority that is a nonsense priority. They want to gaslight you to make you believe that you are fighting for something wrong. You're not fighting for something wrong. It is the right thing for you to defend yourself. I keep asking this question. Have you ever woke up any day and see anybody made a video and say that there is a part of Anambra that is Hausa land, Yoruba land, or by Ijaw land, or Robo land? There's nobody's claiming the East. Because everybody understands I have to own my part and develop it. You own your part and develop it. Igbo people are great people. Who say they are not great? They have a role they play in this country. They import things and we patronize. They're not helping us. We help each other. It is not a favor. If they stop importing things, other tribes will start importing. It will take us some years to perfect it, but definitely we are going to do it. Because why? We are Nigerians. We are go-getters. That's the reality. We can succeed anywhere we go. It's not specific to a particular tribe. Every Nigerian can succeed anywhere they find themselves. So if they stop importing, that will start. It will only take time for us to perfect the skill, just like the way they do. Even though they import things at 1 naira and then they come sell it for 2 billion. We are not complaining, we still patronize them because they make it easy for us. The stress of going to import, they handle it. So the relationship between you as a Bayelsa man and a German with an Igbo man is transactional. Don't deceive yourself. I keep asking the question, in 1 year, all the work is done in Bayelsa state between the Jaws and another tribe. Igbos are not up to 2% or 3%. So Bayelsans, as a Jaw people, we are very homely. When you come, we give you roof, do everything. But when you try to say, because we give you roof, we won't collect the community. Yeah, that's why they do that things. It's an entitlement spirit that is disturbing you people. Everywhere in the world. Everywhere. It's all about you. It's always you when it comes to things. Using this word, indigenous, this land, that land, Biafra land, Igbo land. What the fuck? What are you people doing? So, now, this guy now commented that I have a question to ask. These Ijaw people, if a Chinese come to Ijaw and build a house and call it China house, can you open your mouth to tell them not to build the house? Have you ever seen a Chinese man made a video claiming other part of the world as China? No. So you are not going to be scared about it. And that house has a purpose that is going to be open to the public. What is the purpose of the Anambra House? For meetings. So you cannot rent all to do your meetings. You don't want to rent all anymore from people who own all, and they want to build your own now. You want to have your own community inside the community. Does it make sense? They are between Igbo Day in Bayelsa for as long as I can remember, and the field is always free. If you want an indoor, get the hall. If an Igbo man, a single Igbo man bought that land, built that house, and call it Anambra House, we will not have issues with it. The fund, the pattern in which you want to raise fund, that is, you want to raise fund to build that house, that's the issue. That is dominance. Call it fear, whatever you want to call it, because that's what you do to respond to this video. You say we are scared. You're like, you're scared. Nobody's fucking scared of you, man. The pattern in which, the significance of what you want to do, it's like going for harvest in Anglican church. People don't understand. So that's when I see the bias and supported this night, I just laugh. I'm telling you that if Majestic or Ubino Original Supermarket build that house and call it Anambra House, nobody's going to have issues. We know that the house is traced to Ubino. It is Ubino's house. Ubino decided to give his house out to his people within Bayelsa to be using for meeting. That's a whole different thing. But when these people come together and say they want to do a program to raise a certain amount of money to build an Anambra House in Bayelsa, shit. So nobody, another one come. Didn't we have building answering Bayelsa Hall? Does it mean they will come and claim our land here in Igbo land? No, never now is to strengthen our relationship with them. We built it when Alamesia was governor, but this one they building with their own money. Bayelsa that backward. Now they're not building Anambra Hall. Anambra Hall is different from Anambra House. You foolish man. Sometimes people don't use these words. It's just like you going to America and call a black man a nigger. Words like racism, rape, all those things. Those are sensitive words that hit deep over time. You don't know English. You just come, you write whatever you want to write. Anambra Hall, Bayelsa Hall is different from Bayelsa House. It's different. And then they now say there is Edo people are building that there is an Edo house in Imo State. And they brought out this picture that Edo house. This is not Edo house. This is what is it? Edo State Union. It is a union. I choose to join the union or not if I live in Imo State as an Edo man. This is a union. It is traced on an organization registered with CAC. It is a union. It means it can be revoked by the government or whatsoever. There is a legal backing to this thing. The purpose of the house have sense. It is a union. It has not to do with ethnicity, religion, or indigenous stuffs. And Edo man has never gone to Imo State to claim part of Owerri. But people are claiming parts of Bayelsa as indigenous part of Igbo land. That's where the issue is coming from. You don't get it. Y'all don't get it, right? Another come again. Someone asked, are you a PA? Yenagwa is a PA land, not Ijaw. Now, I'm going to blame this to politics in Bayelsa State. The last 8-10 years, something came up in Bayelsa where they started distinguishing Ogbia, APA, Artisa, Barain, Ekpetiama, Nimbe, and Brass as non-core Ijaw. The Sagbama Southern Ijaw, Kolukumo, Opokumo Southern, they started claiming core Ijaw and non-core Ijaw. And that is why this Igbo man, Mr. Obiola, is able to come and put this out here. It means that if Mr. Obiola would think about this and put it out here, it means that this knowledge has passed through thousands of people and they have had it in mind that, oh, so Ogbia people are not core Ijaw. Nembe people are not called Ijaw, Brass are not called Ijaw, Ojuma are not called Ijaw, Epe Artisa, Bara Ekpetiama are not called Ijaw, is because of politics. During Dixon's time, they started differentiating the core Ijaw and not core Ijaw because of politics, biscuits. Now, this is what history does. Because we raised it and no one kicked against it, no one corrected it at the time that this statement was made. It's more than 10 years now since Dixon left. Doye has done 4 years. Okay, let's say Doye has done 4 years. Okay, Doye has done 6 years already now. And someone is bringing it back that Epie is not Ijaw. That Epie is not Ijaw land. This is it. These are the statements. Igbo land, indigenous people, Epie land, Nembe land, Obia land. Now they are telling that Epie is not Ijaw. This is it. For this man to know about this, that means a lot of people have it in their mind. And this is what he's going to tell his children. His children might be friends with your own children as an Ijaw man in the same school. They will tell them that my father said Epie is not Ijaw land. And that is how they will grow up to believe that Epie is not Ijaw land. And it's because of politics. This statement started by Bayelsa because of politics. Now, another one came. We have a Ijaw house in Imo State. Located, okay, I think I've spoken about this one. But you see, someone else is saying the same thing. They are using to do comparison without sticking deep into the context of the action they want to take. How sensitive the action is. They are not looking at it that way. They are only looking at what will make you feel good. And then, what is Bayelsa House? Why is Bayelsa House there for Port Harcourt and Lagos? Don't you know that they have indigenous own of Abuja and Lagos and Port Harcourt? Now, listen to me, a young man. I was born as a River State person. When I was giving birth, there was no Bayelsa. Okay? Now, growing up, we woke up one day and realized that, that people have come together, chiefs, national rulers, the government, everybody, they want to give a new state. And they divided Bayelsa. Part of Auda was Obia. When they divided it, they are now Auda. We are now Obia. It has been divided in accordas, in one accord. That means you cannot claim that part anymore. Your identity has been switched in one accord. They all came together and agreed, let the boundary be here. Do you understand me? So, you forgot that the first civilian governor of River State is a Bayelsa man from Ogbia. When they divided the state, he was Ogbia. It was this part of Ijaw, this thick side of Ijaw, the Bayelsa part of Ijaw, of River State, old River State, where the people literally ruling the entire River State. They own the political landscape of that place. Until when it was divided, they now pushed their energy to this part. That was when the Igbo started penetrating. And today, it now looks like Ikore is Igbo land. They've accepted it, they've won the war. Yes, Ikore is Igbo land. Very soon, they will start going close and start claiming both Kalabare, Ogoni, and all the rest as Igbo land. They will come and retell you, rewrite your history. Tell you that all your forefathers lied. That's what they will tell you. They disrespect Adakaboro in every second they have the opportunity. But yet people think you don't know. And if you check with all the people that disrespect Adakaboro and the Ijaw people are people, those type of Igbo men are the ones that believe that there was once a country with a growing economy called Biafra. Normally, Igbo man or Igbo woman who just they face a life, they do a business, they go. As a Nigerian Igbo person does not have time for these things, they're happening like this. I'm telling you. I have a lot of neighbors now in the state I stay. Igbo go for here. I have colleagues, I have staffs that are Igbos. I have friends, I have business partners that are Igbos. And we've never sat one day and had conversations of all these nonsense things because they just want to do business and be successful. But these hungry looking ones come online and start spicing people, trying to always gaslight other tribes and tradition. That is why they're having long issues with the Yorubas in Lagos. It's all these things. The big boys, the big Yoruba, the big Igbo boys in Lagos don't have these issues. They're living their life, mixing, doing business with Yoruba people. It is the ones that we are told wrong history 10, 20 years ago that are pushing all these nonsense narratives every day. Every day. Now, talking about Bayelsa, there is nothing like Bayelsa House in Abuja. I've said it before. If you can go to government house, call Doyedri and ask Doyedri to bring out any memo, or call Goodluck Jonathan as the deputy governor, that was there any memo written to the leadership of staff or wherever office that is in charge that they want to build a Bayelsa House in Abuja or an Ijaw house in Abuja? There is nothing like that. The only Ijaw house we have is in Bayelsa State along with Biro. That's the only Ijaw house we have. We now have Ijaw zone office in London, in the US, that was first formed by the IYC during the Seradri's time, and in Lagos as well. Now let me tell you these houses. These houses are traced to a union, which is IYC, Joint Council, and maybe the INC. Now, the houses we are calling Bayelsa House, Ijaw House in Abuja, they are not. Those properties belong to Chief DSP Alamesa, the former governor of Bayelsa State. They were property forfeited to the government. There were many of them during his issues with the FCC and Obasanjo at that time. He never built those houses to house any Ijaw people anywhere. It was due to that issue, the Ijaw people in Bayelsa, in Abuja, these Opunai, jump enter those houses. And because one person cannot claim the house, so let's keep it like, okay, this house, any Ijaw will come Abuja, if you one day for your asset in compass, then after every time you come out to go rent your own house. So yes, I'm talking to you like this. Chelsea Hotel is gone. The Bayelsa State government has given it out for business purposes. The one in Zone 6 is gone. And then the one in Barnes is in court. And I'm sure they're going to win that case and push everybody out if they're not careful. Those houses were not built. There is no memo that Bayelsa State government is building a house called Ijaw House in Abuja for Ijaw people to come and stay for free. There is nothing like that. The two properties that is owned by the Bayelsa state government. The government is aware is the Bayelsa liaison office in Bayelsa in Abuja, which is every state has a liaison office. Which means as a Bayelsa, if I want to send a letter to the governor, since I can't send it to Bayelsa, I will go to that office and drop the letter there. The people working in that house are being paid from government house. The second one is the governor's lodge. It's located behind Federal High Court in Central Business District here in Abuja. It has been under renovation by a Keremo billionaire for the past 8 years. Nobody is staying there. Those are the properties that the Bayelsa government can account for, that we are built to welcome Ijaw people or Bayelsa people. Now, secondly, Bayelsa is the headquarters of Ijaw nation. So a lot of things. It's very peculiar. It's a peculiar place for us. You don't just come to Bayelsa and do whatever you want to do just because the young people are trying to be governors. They are running around politics up and down, licking toes, and then the governor is smiling. The deputy governor is doing something else. The commissioners have assembly. Like, look, everybody just want to, just want to make money. That doesn't mean we don't know what we're doing. You get me? So for that correction, this correction for Bayelsa, there is nothing like a Ijaw house in Abuja. The governor can have a governor's lodge in Lagos. Lagos is the central business city, the headquarters of the economy of the country. You get me? It's the headquarters of the economy of the country.